students. Today we begin our first chapter of geography, which is Geographical Diversity of India. Do you know? India is the seventh largest country in the world and forms a part of Asia. Together with its neighbors Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and Myanmar, it forms Indian subcontinent. Our country India is a beautiful land. It has all types of landforms. You name it, and our India has it. You don't have to visit any other country to view different landforms because it's a land of great variety. From the snowy peaks of the Himalayas to the hot sands of the Thar Desert, from the fertile Gangetic plains to the long coastlines and islands, our country is often called a mini continent because of its diversity. Did you know when astronaut Rakesh Sharma went to space in 1984, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi asked him,
अब आप वास्तव में अंतरिक्ष में हैं, तो क्या ऊपर से भारत कैसा दिखता है आपको?
जी मैं बगैर किसी झिझक के कह सकता हूँ कि सारे जहां से अच्छा.
He proudly replied, Sare jahan se acha, better than the whole world. Let's find out why he said so. Because we have great Himalayas. The Himalayas form a mighty wall in the north. Some peaks are more than 8,000 meters high. They are the source of rivers like Ganga, Indus, and Brahmaputra. That is why the Himalayas are often called the water tower of Asia. They have three parts. Himadri or Greater Himalayas is the highest range with snow-covered peaks. And second is Himachal or Lesser Himalayas, home to hill stations like Shimla, Darjeeling, Nainital. And third is Shivaliks, the forested foothills. Now let's learn about how these Himalayas were born. Now let me tell you a fascinating story. Millions of years ago, India was part of a supercontinent called Gondwana, close to Africa. Slowly, India drifted northwards and collided with Eurasia about 50 million years ago, when the landmasses crashed and ground folded and rose up, just like a carpet wrinkles when you push it. That's how the Himalayas were born, and even today they continue to rise slowly. Now let's learn about cold desert of Ladakh. Not all deserts are hot. In the north lies Ladakh, a cold desert. Temperatures drop below minus 30 degrees Celsius. It has rugged mountains, high altitude lakes like Pangong, So, and rare wildlife such as snow leopards and yaks. Next landform is Gangetic Plains. Moving southwards from the Himalayas, we reach the Gangetic Plains, fed by mighty rivers. This is among the most fertile lands in the world. No wonder a large part of India's population lives here, growing wheat, rice, sugarcane, and more. Next is our Thar Desert. To the west lies the Thar Desert in Rajasthan. Days are scorching, nights are chilly, and water is scarce. Yet people survive with rainwater harvesting systems like tankas and kunds. Cities like Jaisalmer, the golden city, shine in this desert land. Next landform is Aravalli Hills, among the world's oldest ranges. They stop the desert from spreading eastward and rich in minerals and history. These hills are dotted with famous forts like Kumbhalgarh and Chittorgarh. Next is Peninsular Plateau. In the southern part, the Peninsular Plateau lies between the western and eastern Ghats. The northern part of this plateau is known as Central Highlands, and southern part is known as Deccan Plateau. This region is rich in minerals, rivers like the Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, and forests full of diversity. Next landform is coast and islands. India has a coastline of more than 11,000 kilometers. The west coast has estuaries and busy ports like Mumbai. The east coast has fertile deltas like those of the Godavari and Krishna. The islands, Lakshadweep in the Arabian Sea and Andaman and Nicobar in the Bay of Bengal, are rich in coral reefs, mangroves, and even India's only active volcano at Barren Island in Andaman and Nicobar. Next landform of India is the hills of the northeast. Finally, the lush green Meghalaya hills, the Garo, Khasi, and the Jaintia ranges. These get heavy rainfall, have beautiful waterfalls, and even living root bridges. Villages like Morninglong are famous as the cleanest in the Asia. So students, India's geography is like a colorful tapestry. Himalayas, plains, deserts, plateaus, coasts, islands and hills. This diversity shapes our climate, our culture, our economy and our way of life. This is why India is called the land of unity in diversity. And that's the fascinating journey through the geographical diversity of India. Remember, our land's variety, it's not just beauty, but also strength, shaping who we are as a nation. I hope you have learned about the beautiful landforms of India. Keep exploring, happy learning. Thank you.